I went to the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. That's about what I expected. Go Panthers. Are we in the March Madness? No, we're not. It's fine. What a joke. Okay. I owe them $30,000. I went to the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I have a degree in political science with an emphasis in American politics, law studies. I am a member of Pi Sigma Alpha, which is the National Honor Society of Political Science Students, which means I did not have sex until I was 23 years old. Do not woo that. I wasn't waiting for marriage, just no one would touch my wee-wee. Saying that now, I feel like I said urine. No, penis, that's what I meant to say. Moving on, all right, cool. Point is like, I didn't have sex until I was nearly 23 years old, but I can name all the presidents in sequential order, so that's something I have. And if you don't believe me, give me a number between 1 and 45, and I'll tell you who the president was.
Who's after Taft?
What? I've heard you Taft! Taft was 27. Thank you, I know, that was my joke. God damn it! That was like a tag team of shit right there. It was like, 27, that's correct, okay! Just gonna do the rest of my set from behind here now, where none of you can get to me! Can I do the joke with the punchline that I wrote and like better than those two? We're gonna do it again. You ready to do this? This is a team. Ready? Give me number between 1 and 45. I'll tell you who the president was. 17, white guy. All right, so. Name Andrew Johnson. Boom! Oh, that hurt. Oh, shit. That's right, Andrew Johnson, 17th President of the United States, that's right. And also, based on the information you now know of me, it might surprise you to tell you that I'm married. Yeah, exactly, I am married. Now I know when you look at me, you think to yourself, oh my God, Greg, this man before me, this visage of human dignity and goals is, he must have just killed it with the ladies before he got married, and you'd be correct to assume that for this joke to work. And I will tell you that one of the things is when I was single, I did okay. But one of the more important thing about that is that when I was sexually active as a single person, I got tested, and you all should do that if you are in the same situation. The last time I ever got tested, I was in the doctor's office, and the doctor said to me, "All right, Greg, you're good to go. No HIV, no hepatitis. Have a good day." And I said, "Hold on, doctor. You said nothing about herpes?" And he looked at me and said, "We don't test for herpes anymore." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because everyone pretty much has it now anyways, so we don't even bother." There's no punchline there, I just wanted to fuck up your Saturday night. Correct! Married, we don't have children. Are there parents here in the audience? Parents? Where are the parents? Yeah, I like that. I like when I hear it. A lot of times you just hear like, "Thanks for reminding me, Dick." My favorite is when you ask grandparents, when you like, are there grandparents in this room right now? That's so fucking polite. Get on your games, grandparents, because usually when I ask that question, you're like, "Whoa, I'm a grandparent. My job is over. Who wants to get drunk and punch a cop?" Which, for the record, my grandpa's the only one who says that, so we do not have children. We do not want to have children. And when people find that out, they usually assume that it's because you don't like kids or you don't have parental instinct, which isn't true. I like kids a lot. I think they're awesome. They're amazing. They're honest and they're funny. And I will tell you that I do have parental instinct because I was recently driving and I came to a very abrupt stop, and I did that thing that all parents do at a very abrupt stop, which is this motion. Which has never saved a human being in the history of automotion. Ever. But I came to an abrupt stop, and I did that motion, and that bag of Taco Bell was safe. We don't have children, but I did get a call from my wife once, and she said, "I just want to let you know that I'm late. Don't panic." Here's the thing: is if you're gonna call your husbands, boyfriends, partners, side pieces, whatever, and somebody listens to hip hop music. So woke. If you're gonna call them up and tell them that you're late, you can go ahead and leave the don't panic portion out because we're not listening to you at that matter of the conversation. We're too busy panicking. I can tell you that in the situation, I found out how much I didn't want to be a father in that time because when I told people what had happened, and I told everyone we had a pregnancy scare. And I don't know about you, but I've never referred to anything I've ever wanted in my entire life as a scare. You've never walked into work and someone says, "Oh, hey, Charlie, guess what? Promotion scare." Woo! Steve, I know what you're talking about this weekend. Threesome scare. That'd have been gross. So much sweat. I like getting advice from parents. It's fun to figure out what they're trying to say to you based on the information they're giving you. It's like coded and whatnot, and like things like just telling you it's really hard to do. It is. I mean, I can only imagine. I'm not a parent, but I've watched my friends raise children. It's very hard. But the best advice I ever got from somebody was from my buddy Mike, who came up to me in my backyard and said, Greg. He's very out of shape. You know I love my kids. You know this. But if I had to do it over again, I can't say that I would. Do you have any cocaine? I'm like, of course I do, buddy. I've got no kids, disposable income, cocaine for everyone! Yeah. Married 6 years now, which is pretty cool. And I like to tell you that I've almost lost all the weight for the weddings. That's great. I did this past year lose about 60 pounds. That's pretty cool for me. I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you very much. And I tell you, if you're on a weight loss journey or you want to go on a weight loss journey, I want to give you a small piece of advice from me to you. If you're going to do that, set goals for yourself, make them manageable, and then when you reach those goals, because you will, give yourself a little reward. And when I reached that 60-pound mark, I gave myself the reward of gaining 60 pounds back. Man, I hate working out. It's awful. But it's cool. I like, my life is good. I come from a family. You guys come from a family? Y'all come from families? No? Oh, I heard some no's in there. Oh, wow. Science is going to want to talk to you. But I come from a family. I come from a really cool family. Like my mom was really cool. We were watching that movie Where the Wild Things Are. Came out a couple years ago. I really liked it. She did not like it, and I know that because halfway through the film, she turned to me and went, "I don't like this." That's how Jackie Bach rolls. And I asked her why, and she said because she felt the movie had been done before and wasn't very original. I then had to explain to her that this was a film based on a children's book that's been around for 50 years. Which now you know that my parents never read to me as a child. I like that this part of the audience laughed at me and you all just felt sorry for me. You're my people. I like you way more than them. My dad was my hero. I once got stung by a bee, and I told him about it, and he like just turned into a different person immediately. And I was like, I got stung by a bee. And he said, what? You got stung by a bee? This will not do. And he reached behind him and grabbed a can of Raid, and he started running into the backyard. And this was the late 80s, so I will tell you what he was wearing. He was wearing short running shorts, green, white piping on the side. Knee-high white socks, red stripes. New Balance shoes, because, no. And zero shirt. And he's just running and flipping and flopping for the whole world to see. He gets on that deck and he opens that can up and he sprays the entire contents in the deck while screaming, sons of bitches. Yeah, my father's a half-naked Batman. That's who he is. But I will say this, in my family, I'm none more proud to be related to so many badass women in my life. There are so many badass women in my family that I can sit here and tell you of them for hours, but I'll just tell you about one in particular, and that was, by the way, when I say badass women, you're not supposed to clap for badass women. Because they're going to save us. They're going to save us. Please take the keys away from us. We've ruined everything. So. No, badass women. No one was more badass than my great-grandmother Mary Bach, because my great-grandmother Mary Bach was once arrested for shooting up a bar. Fun fact, my great-grandfather was in that bar that night. She shot it up. Thing was, he was there, he was drinking, she came in, she says, time to come home, Peter, and take care of your 248 children. We're Catholic. And he looked at her and said, no! But she was smart enough to anticipate that answer. So she brought with her a gun, took it out of her pocket, put it in his face, and said, it's time to come home. And he looked at her and looked at the gun and looked back at her and said, no! Like an idiot. So then she shot him. Because Bach women don't fuck around. She shot him. And that's not where the story ends. As the police report says, they got into a little bit of a tussle, and he got the gun away from her and shot her right back. And all I want to know is, where is my Ancestry.com commercial? I want a website to tell me I'm descended from white trash, all right? Thank you very much, everybody. You've been wonderful. You've brought the show. Give us a